Alright, we're back out here at the golf course today, folks. A large portion of the course is currently being worked on. I think there's some sort of a biking event tomorrow. This is Labor Day weekend, and there's a local bike club that takes over this park a lot of the time, but I'm going to try to stay out of their way. The last video, my last golf course video, I was right down here, sort of close to that interstate over there. Today I think I'm going to move further back towards the back end of the course and detect over there. I will see you when I get set up. Alright, I'm all set up here. I got my Garrett Ace 350 out. Got my knee pads on down here. Everything's set up, ready to go. I think I'm going to go straight down this little row and just see what I can find. Alright, let's get digging. Alright folks, I've come upon my first target here. It's pretty deep, it's 6 inches down. It's pretty low signal as well. It's pretty close to the iron, maybe one notch below the nickel range. But I'm going to try to dig it live here for you just to make it interesting, I guess. And we'll see what we find. Aha! Alright folks, looks like what we're dealing with here is... Shut up. Another one of these golf cleats. I've been finding these a little bit out here, so I'm glad to know what it is. I'll put it in the junk pouch and we're going to go on to the next hole. Alright guys, we got a little bit of an inconsistent signal on this one. A little bit over the pull tab range, 4 to 6 inches down, it bounced around in there. I'm not going to live dig this one. I'll just turn the recorder back on when I find it. Alright folks, I popped up the plug here. I haven't dug it out of the ground yet, but I think it's close. I'm getting a nice solid tone on my pinpointer. So I'm going to try to dig it out live for you, whatever it is. Now that I've found it. Aha! Oh, oops. Oh, what do you know? Looks like we got a modern Coke can pull tab. Alright, excellent. On to the next hole. Alright guys, we got the next target. It's 6 inches down. It's a pretty low signal again, but as we say always, we will dig them all here. And we're going to start the camera up again when we find it. See you guys in a second. Alright guys, it wasn't very deep at all, but it was quite small, so that probably is what fooled it. It's a little piece of foil here. I don't know if it's even visible. It looks like a gum wrapper or something. I'll try to put it in the light here. Oh well, on to the next hole. Alright folks, I moved off into the shade a little bit. That sun was kind of killing me. But I found another target here. It's bouncing just under the nickel range. Shouldn't be too deep. It was between 2 and 4 inches deep according to the detector. So I'll dig it up. Alright, I pulled up the plug and it popped right out onto the ground there. You can see it. It is an old school pull tab. You find a lot of these out here, so no need to get discouraged. On to the next hole. Alright, once again here folks, we have a target that says it's between 2 and 4 inches deep. Not very deep at all, but it's right beneath the nickel range on the old Garrett Ace 350. We're going to dig this one because we dig them all. Alright, see you in a second. Alright guys, it wasn't too deep after all, but it was just a simple piece of shiny aluminum foil here. I don't know if you can see that very well. The hole also had ants in it, so there was a perk. But oh well, on to the next hole. Alright guys, this signal was really weak and intermittent. It was a little less than a nickel, so it's pretty low as well. But let's dig this thing up and see what it is. Alright folks, I've set this target up on the top of the plug here. I'm really kind of impressed. That's a tiny little, here's my finger. That's a tiny little piece of foil, and it gave a consistent tone, or more or less consistent, on my 350. Oh well, on to the next hole. Alright folks, I've decided to change up my strategy here. I had been detecting sort of off to the side of the course over there where the interstate is, but I'm coming a little closer to this cart path to see maybe if I can find some better items. And I got my first, it's a very high signal, and it's about the dime range, and it is very shallow, so hopefully we can find something cool. Alright Alright guys, I popped up the plug and it seems like whatever it is inside this clump. So I'll get it for you live here. Oh, there's a nice one. Look at this here. We got some kind of a coin. It looks like a quarter. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the date off of there, but I'll try to remember to keep you updated as to what it is at the end of the video. Awesome. Alright, I got another target here by the cart path. I think I'm going to have to institute a notch of the day, because it was once again right below the nickel range on the H350, about 6 inches down. So we'll pull this one up too and see what it is. Alright guys, you can see here, I believe all it was this shiny piece of foil, yet another piece. Oh well, on to the next hole. Alright guys, we got another target here. Another target, believe it or not, is the exact same notch on the detector right below the nickel. But this one says it's 2 inches down, so it should be a pretty easy dig. Alright folks, I'll show you what we got here. We got a bunch of junk metal, it looks like. But you know what? We dig them all on this show, and I'll tell you why. You don't want to be driving home saying, you know, what if I had dug that last hole instead of just leaving it in the ground? You never know what it could have been. This time it's junk. Next time it could be something really cool. So we dig them all, and we're going to go on to the next hole. Alright folks, I got a new target. It's a really high signal, really shallow, so that's exciting. But I was looking over here behind me, and I see here in the park there's a little bit of garbage. Let's all agree to do our part to give our hobby a good name, and while we're out here having our fun, let's make sure we keep the parks clean. Alright, I'm going to dig up this plug and show you what I got. Alright, my target here was not very far down, and if you can see, this thing really has a hard time focusing. But if you can see, it's a 1983 quarter. Happens to be the year I was born. It's my lucky quarter. So that's a good omen on the day. On to the next hole. Alright guys, I got my next target. It's our favorite notch of the day, right below the nickel. It says it's about 6 inches down, so that's going to be a bit of a dig. So let's get it out. Alright folks, here's a cool little thing. I think what we have here is the projectile of a tiny little 22 bullet or so. I think it is made out of metal, and it was the only thing in the hole. It looks like a little mini ball, but I think it is a 22. Awesome. On to the next hole. Alright folks, I have my next target here. It's right at the pool tab level, but it's not very deep. We dig them all here, so we're going to dig it either way. So oh, and by the way, another piece of garbage here. I think these might be left by all the workers here. A lot of Starbucks cups. So apparently Starbucks patrons are not very conscientious about the environment or litter or public property. But here we go. Alright guys, I pulled up my next target. It is a pull tab, just like the detector said it would be. And here we go, on to the next hole. Well folks, I'm about out of batteries here. I got somebody else's Starbucks container here I'm taking back to the trash area. It was a great day out on the course. I didn't find too much exciting stuff, but I had a great time anyway. I will be coming back here for sure and posting more videos. So I hope to see you then. Keep digging.